Yes.
Mrs. De La Guardia.
Yes.
It's Charlie. I think there's trouble with your phone line. We kept getting disconnected.
No.
I hope you don't mind. I just drove on out.
No, yes, we weren't getting disconnected. I was hanging up.
Why?
I wasn't interested in the job.
Why didn't you just say so?
You would have asked me why.
Yeah.
My way was faster.
Why aren't you interested?
So you have my address. What other corners of my personal life have you rooted out?
You worked at the White House. We know where you live.
I bet you do.
May I come inside for 1 minute?
You're not allowed to park there.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Mrs. De La Guardia.
I'm not married to Mr. De La Guardia anymore. My name is Debbie Fitterer.
Fiddler?
Fitterer.
Miss Fitterer. You've worked as executive assistant to Terrence Hunt, managing editor of Gannett News. Jack Kent Cook, former owner of the Washington Redskins. Jordan Williams, founding partner at Cutler Williams Rossi, and the White House Office of Presidential Personnel. And I'd like you to come meet with the president today to discuss filling Dolores Landingham's job.
No.
Why?
Oh, this is so much worse than the phone call would have been.
Why?
Because I don't work for anyone, Charlie. I'm my own boss. I set my sail and then go that particular direction.
You do?
Yes.
How's the sailing been?
I beg your pardon?
How's business?
I'll admit I got off to a rocky start.
What'd you try?
Gambling.
Didn't work out?
No, but all that's changed.
Because now
I'm
you're...
an alpaca farmer.
Are you serious?
It's the world's finest livestock investment, Charlie.
You're talking about those sheep they show on late-night TV.
Well, they're alpacas, and if you knew that, you'd know that the textiles made from their fiber are coveted by the best fashion houses.
You swallowed a brochure?
I have 2 of the Huacaya variety.
You were executive to the head of the U.S. Olympic Organizing Committee, were you not?
Yes.
I'm sending a car for you in 90 minutes.
I was fired from the White House, Charlie.
I know you were.
Oh, hello.
Good. I was worried you were going to be late.
No.
You want some water or something?
No, thanks.
Have you met him before?
We shook hands for a second, before a group picture.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You seem a little better than you were before.
I took a pill.
Why?
Because I was a little nervous about coming back to the White House.
You took a pill?
I took a couple.
She can go ahead now.
Okay. Mr. President, this is Deborah Fitterer. I'll be right outside.
It's Fitterer?
Fiddler. Fitterer. It's Fitterer.
I saw your resume, so we don't need to talk about that. What have you been doing recently?
I'm an alpaca farmer.
Like the sweaters?
Before they're sweaters.
Uh-huh. And before that?
Craps and blackjack.
You were a professional gambler.
I like the way that sounds.
Whereabouts?
Bally's, mostly.
Okay. Why did you leave the White House?
Well, Mr. President, if you want to talk about getting screwed with your pants on,
Charlie!
I guess I got pretty well doinked.
Yes, sir.
Can I have a minute?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind waiting outside just a moment?
No, not at all.
Is this a joke? If it's a joke, it's both funny and well executed. But I think you and I both know that it's not. I sent you out to replace Dolores Landingham, and that's what you came home with?
Was she...
She's an alpaca farmer who needed 2 tries to get her own name.
Well, sir,
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the personnel office on it. I gotta go change for New York.
Thank you, Mr. President. Okay, that was my fault. I didn't properly prepare you for the meeting. That was bad staff work. Before your next job interview with the president, I'm gonna remind you that you probably don't want to be stoned.
There's going to be a second interview?
There's gonna be as many as it takes. We're gonna get this right.
Well, let me back you up a second. Have we done the first one yet?
I'm calling a cab now.
Okay. Whatever happened to the swingle singers?
I don't know.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Nothing, sir. I'll be arranging a second meeting with Deborah Fitterer when we get back to town.
From this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Are you pledging a fraternity or something? Because this would be a good one.
Sir,
What is it with you and this woman?
she hired me. That's why she was fired.